Somebody I hadn't talked to in years texted me last month. First line wasn't, "Hey, how are you?" It was, "So, what are you doing now?" Like she needed to measure herself against me before she could relax. And look, I get it. We all do this. We've reached our 20s, and somewhere along the way, somebody convinced us this is the decade where you're supposed to be building something. A career, a relationship that's clearly going somewhere, some version of a life you could screenshot. And if you're not, you're behind. I think that's mostly a lie we tell each other, because it's easier than admitting nobody actually knows what they're doing. Here's what it actually feels like most days. It feels like standing at an intersection with 5 roads, someone yelling pick one, and also warning you the wrong pick follows you for life. No pressure. So you pick something. You take the job, you quit the job, you move to a new city and tell your mom it's temporary, even though you don't fully believe that either. And the whole time there's this quiet math running in the background, comparing your actual Tuesday to somebody else's highlight reel. Their engagement post, their new title, their apartment with the good light and the plant that hasn't died yet. Meanwhile, you're eating cereal for dinner and calling it a system. And that comparison, that's the easy story about your 20s, that it's a race and some people are winning it. But I don't buy that anymore. Because think about the people you actually admire, not the ones who look good online. The ones who seem steady, like they know who they are and aren't performing it. Every one of them had a genuinely messy 20s. A breakup that soaked a pillow for a solid month. A friend's shoulder that took the whole cry, the ugly kind, the kind you apologize for after. A job they got fired from, or quit in a way they still cringe about. A version of themselves 5 years ago they'd be a little embarrassed to run into at a party. That's not a coincidence. That mess is the actual work. Not the plan, the mess. Nobody puts that on a resume, but that's where the real building happens. Here's the part I really want you to sit with, though. You can't rush this. I've tried. You can read every book about maximizing your 20s, wake up at 5, do the whole thing. And you'll still have to live through the boring Tuesdays. The slow months at a job going nowhere. The friend group that quietly thins out because people move, or grow apart, or just stop replying with more than K. Nobody did anything wrong there. That's just what happens when people are still becoming themselves. There's no shortcut through it. It takes exactly as long as it takes. And once that actually sank in for me, it stopped being scary and started being kind of a relief. Because it means you're not late. You're not behind the friend who's engaged, or the one who bought a place, or the one with the 5-year plan she recites like she's rehearsed it. You're just on your own clock, living the part of it you're actually in. And here's the thing I keep coming back to. Right now, you're inside the years you're going to tell stories about later. The tiny apartment with the loud upstairs neighbor. 4 people on a couch built for 2. The job you hated that at least taught you what you don't want. The person you loved badly before you figured out how to do it better. Someday that's the stretch people ask you about, a little wistfully, over drinks. Not because it was easy. Because it was actually yours. Messy and unfinished and completely unmistakably alive. So maybe stop measuring yourself against everyone else. You're not behind. You're just in it. and in it is exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Get some sleep. Whatever this decade still got for you, you're allowed to take your time with it.